What it do? Welcome to the crew. Go ahead and make it do what it do and make sure that like button blue. It's your boy Kidstacz coming back, and I got another banger video for you guys. Today has marked the day for the Pokemon Presents, and guys, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was a little bit too hyped. I couldn't really enjoy it because I was at work, but now I am fully home. We can really deep dive into this, and we can go over some of the things that I might have missed, some of the things you might have missed, some of the things we can kind of discover together. With all that being said, man, you already know the vibes, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get into it. Obviously, you see the trainers kind of starting off walking through the towns and stuff like that. Is that Paul Blart? Hold on. That look like Paul Blart. That's definitely Paul Blart. All right, so we got Paul Blart in the game. But just based off of this image here, obviously the town looks pretty lively, so you're gonna see people walking around, which is pretty interesting. I love games that actually kind of make it feel like it's, not necessarily empty. It got people kind of walking around, so we'll actually see like how it kind of mixes with the Pokemon and people just walking around the city. If we talk in scale, this actually makes the town and the city look more immersive, more bigger. With the trees, you got the size of the, I always forget the name of the tower. I can't think of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The Eiffel Tower looking building. Just based on scale alone, the game looked like it's gonna be pretty huge. So I'm actually excited to actually see how it's gonna actually work with it just being in Lumios by itself. I know a lot of people are kind of upset that it's just in the city of Lumios, but if we take games like Yakuza 0 or whatever, like that's based in the city, and I think it works just fine. So I'm not really complaining too much. I think we're fine. On this shot, it looks like we step into the town for the first time coming off a train from somewhere, and we're joining a team called Team MZ. Now, according to what this was talking about, the team is there to protect the city of Lumio. So I'm assuming there's like some ruffians around, there's some bro Pokemon or something that's like tearing up the city, and Team MZ is their whole job is to protect the city, protect the people. So they're doing it for the greater good. So that's pretty much what I took from that. Pretty cool. I like the idea of that. They always got to have some kind of team in a Pokemon. I mean, it's not a Pokemon game without a team, right?
Let's get to know Team MZ a little better. There's Naveen, a fashion designer in the making, and there's Lita, who aspires to become a professional dancer.
So one thing that I've noticed about Naveen and Lita, they both have what seem to be rumored as potential mega Pokemon. So is it a coincidence that Lita and Naveen has a Starmie and a Scrafty? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I mean, according to the leaks, one of the mons that was apparently a part of that leak is Dragonite, and yeah, he's a thing, and he was described exactly like the leak. I'm just saying. In this screenshot here, we can see the Pidgey kind of just chilling on the ledge here. You got the Aber walking with the partner trainer. You got dudes just standing by. You got other passerbys, trainers, and you got another scale of the Eiffel Tower. I can't remember the thing for the name of to save my life, but we're gonna call it the Eiffel Tower, bro. I think it's Prism Tower. Now that I just think about it, I think it's called Prism Tower. So we're gonna call it Prism Tower. If it's not Prism Tower, then my bad. Obviously, you see Prism Tower. You got the Pokemon Center off here in the background on the right side. You see rooftops here that you can climb on. I think there are some distinctive rooftops that are kind of obvious to my eye that I can see that we probably will be able to visit. From what I'm noticing, all the rooftops that look like they're visitable are red tops. That's pretty much what I'm kind of noticing. Like all these red top roofs over here. This one looks kind of just flat and boring. There's really not a lot going on here. So I don't see us being able to get on top of this building. I think it's just going to be like the low high-rise type buildings. We may even be able to get on this building here, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to, worry about that when that comes. Also to the right here, you see the sewer system. So I'm assuming that some of these sewer systems are cut off and maybe some are visitable. We haven't yet seen anything that showed us like a sewer system or how you access a sewer system or anything. So we don't even know about the whole underground that we can visit or nothing. So I'm really interested in seeing if that is even going to be a part of Legend of ZA, and that's just something that we kind of just came up with as fans. That's something that we desire, and hell, Paris is known for their famous sewer system. So hell, it's not really much to think maybe we could get a sewer system. Who knows? On this screenshot here, obviously you see a Snover just chilling in the hot sun. Not sure why he ain't melted yet. Obviously you got more NPCs kind of just chilling. You got a lady back there drinking coffee. You got FedEx over there looking like he probably about to get rid of the box instead of delivering it and just say he did it. And then in the back you see this guy here talking to another trainer here in a hologram. So I'm not sure if that's like some type of technology where you're you're being able to physically talk to somebody that's not there. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that we're going to end up using in the game ourselves, to be able to talk to a professor or AZ or whoever. I'm pretty sure AZ's freaking hologram is gonna be as tall as this dang tree, bro. And then obviously again, you got Prism Tower scaled to size. And I'm not gonna lie, just by looking at this, the city looks pretty decently big for us to be just in Lumios. It looks decently big. On top of, we're probably gonna have like side missions, go here, go there. There's probably gonna be upper layers like on the roofs. Hopefully there's a sewer system where there's things on the ground. We'll have to see. Okay, so in this part of the video, it looked like he just climbed up. I'm assuming there's a ladder there, and then you got my man Mawa over here, A-Town, stomping his own shadow, I guess. And you got this Mawa with a long hair, don't care attitude, just chilling. One thing I also noticed in this screenshot, so I do see the green here. I'm not sure if this is saying that he's inside that zone or on the other side of that is a zone, just based off of like what we're looking at here. It could be the fact that he's inside the zone. Obviously, we don't have a map to kind of tell, because if you look here, it kind of wraps around to the back, so he could actually be inside that zone where you can see the mall walls. And this is probably where you can find a few mall walls on top of this building here. And freezing on this screenshot here, we got Sableye whooping on a Mao. Obviously you see the moves that are used here. Sableye used a Shadow Claw, which Mao took a critical hit. As you can see, XP share is a thing, so obviously we can't get away from that. I know all, you know, the back in the days where we can just choose who we want to love. Ain't no more of that. I don't know. We got, listen, I'm not calling this a thing, but at the same time, it's kind of fishy. They've been showing Crocodile a lot. They've been showing him a lot. Go-Go is pretty popular, and Talonflame is popular. These three have megas. Is this a hint or a sign that these three might? Because they've been showing a lot of Crocodiles. They've been showing a lot of Crocodiles, Sandals, and dang near every trailer that they've shown so far. Now, I'm not saying that they will have megas for these three, but I mean, Go-Go is popular, Crocodile, he's popular, Talonflame is definitely popular. Why not? And then obviously here you got the different Pokeballs you can switch to using the left and right directional buttons. And this is the Pokemon team here. So yeah, everything's looking cool. And it's freezing to here on this screenshot. Obviously you can see the trainer is now doing the Z8 Battle Royale, which only happens at night. As you can see here up in the map, they are in an area where the battles take place. I believe you're supposed to beat a certain amount of trainers to kind of conquer the area. I forgot, it's been a while since I reacted to that last video. Y'all might want to go check that out. It's over on our channel. Y'all already notified. Hit that like button. Okay, we ain't here for that. But again, we have some more interesting screenshots of the mon. So now again, I'm not saying that every mon that they have on their team is potential for mega. At the same time, you got mega. I mean, the other four don't have megas, but I mean, there was a rumor about Roserade getting a mega. Again, there's Crocodile again. Like, bro, this guy must either really like Crocodile or he's secretly getting like some kind of hint to a mega, bro. Like, I feel it. Flame again popular, and I could definitely see the Esper family get mega simply because of Emma, because Emma had the Esper. So either I don't know which way that Esper went, whether it was a male or female, I don't remember. I can see Emma having a mega, you know, Meowstic. I can see it. I could be spitballing, I could be just talking junk, I don't know, but I can definitely see that. And then obviously here we got the mega meter over here to the bottom right. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to mega by the start of the game, because I believe you come into the town with the mega ring. Am I correct? Or I could be a little bit off, but we're going to continue on along down the video, and I'm going to show you what I think is going to kind of contribute to us getting said Mega Stone for Malwao.
As you advance in the ZA Royale, battles against powerful trainers await.
So this, in my opinion, is some sort of form of gems. So as you rank up through the battle royales, which I believe is the whole Z to A, is that saying these powerful trainers, or these, what do we want to call them? We'll call them royale leaders, right? Let's call them royale leaders. Are there 26 royale leaders? Do you fight a leader every rank you go up, or is it so many ranks up you're like, okay, you went from Z to Y to X, all right, now you fight a leader, and then you go boom boom boom, or boom boom boom. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, do you have to rank up so much to fight a leader, or like what? Because now another thing, I'm not gonna hold you, these gyms or rooms or area, whatever you want to call it, this is sick. If you, I'm not gonna lie, Hopefully in the other battles they have more like diverse rooms with like like different field effects and stuff like that. That'll be dope. That'll be dope because this actually looks cool. This looks like a setup for like a poison leader or poison trainer or whatever. I like the idea of this. And then my guy with the Arbok, I don't think Arbok's getting a mega, but hey, it'll be cool. By the way, that Arbok model right here looks kind of clean. I'm not gonna hold you. This looks clean. Now, pausing here on this screenshot, we see the man, the myth, the legend himself, King Gambit, sitting there looking like a true golden gangster. And obviously they got the GS ball tape. I'm joking, but they got this nice gold Pokeball here. Big office. So I'm guessing most of these leaders are gonna have like office, and then in the back they're gonna have like their little area where you battle at. Pretty cool. It's a pretty cool area. So here it says that he's a boss of the Rust Syndicate. So I'm not sure if that's the equivalent to Team Rocket or any of the other evil teams. I'm not really sure. Are there different syndicates or different teams, or like how does this work? Because it did say that you're ranking up and you go against these powerful leaders. Are you going against Corbeau every time, or are there different versions of Corbeau? Not literally different versions of him, but you get what I'm saying, like other leaders, like, or is it just the Rust Syndicate and you're always going against him? Like, I have so many questions that have no answers to them right now, but we just gonna keep rolling with it. Can we stop for a minute and ask, oh, how did he get that thing so straight? But all three of 1, 2, 3, he probably him too. But that is Chris. Okay, I think all the guys have to have a certain haircut and all the ladies have to have a certain haircut. My brother, how they get the thing so crisp? My man's is like, he hate his job. He does not want to be here, bro. He does not represent them, but he has to represent them. This was his day off and they told him to come in. But that thing is like, they literally say, hey, take a little bit off the top. Yeah, you just shade the whole top piece off. Need I say more? Facial expressions on 10. Also, if you look in this picture here, you can see my man's with rocking the Mega Keystone. Poison, he's a poison leader. Who's a poison type that's been rumored to get a Mega? I'm just saying, it ain't Arbok, but it's something else that's like, you know what? I wasn't gonna say it, and I'm not gonna say it. Y'all know what I was gonna say. Also, sorry for pausing so much. Y'all know how this is. It's a reaction video, and we're trying to go down over things and chopping things up and actually getting into the nitty gritty of the thing. You know, let's get back to it. That first things first, the Switch 2 version, chef's kiss, flawless. I'm glad they showing off the Switch 2 version because they know people are gonna complain when they show them the Switch version and talk about the frame rates or frame all that. Switch 2 version, chef's kiss, perfect, looks beautiful. I love the smoothness. I can't wait to actually get it in my hands and actually play it. It's gonna look even better. Obviously, you're in Lumia City where you're in a boutique where you got a lot of different stores with clothing. Y'all know Paris, they love their fashion. They got a lot of different options as you can see, unless some of these are just stores just for the looks and some of these are actually stores you can go into. So we'll see how that works. By the way, find y'all somebody that looks at you the way Chikorita looking at this trainer. I love this. Pokemon following you has always been one of my favorite things since they released it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It's always been one of those things that I've always wanted in every single Pokemon game. Hasn't really been a thing, but they are doing this perfectly well. The fact that you can just roam, like this game, in my opinion, is gonna be in the best interest for so many people, because what about the people that don't want to just go around and battle and all that stuff? They want to just kind of just roam the city and just with their mons or whatever, just kind of have a good time. This game will offer that. The fact that you can walk around in the boutique with your starter, your second mon or whoever, it doesn't matter, and they have different facial expressions, different interactions with different things. I think that's pretty cool. It brings more of an immersion to your Pokemon, more of an immersion to the whole atmosphere of living amongst Pokemon. It's pretty cool. I like this aspect that they added.
Trainers can change their hairstyle.
Now I have to pause here. Y'all know I love a good customization. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Ever since X and Y gave us that, I've been needing that in every single game ever since then. I'm not gonna hold you, but I didn't want to be the little white kid all the time or the little white girl. I'm glad we were able to change our skin color. I'm glad we were able to change our hair. I'm glad we were able to change our clothes. Let everybody have their own personality, their own thing. I love this. I love when they add different things and try to be different and add this and add that. Listen, if I can customize my character, I'm happy. I love it. So I'm always looking forward to this. I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I was thinking, is there customization? There better be customization. and obviously I knew there was gonna be customization. I mean, come on now, like it's 21st century, it's 2025. Like we've been doing this for some years. Why stop now? So yes, customer character customization is confirmed, baby. Let's go. Now I'm not really caught up in the whole furfuru designs and how many different hairstyles they got, but I don't know if I remember this one in particular. It could be an old one, but I'm not a big furfuru fan, so I don't know all the different ones that they have, the colors, designs. I don't know. But just based off of my eye, I haven't seen this one, but this one probably is already a thing. But I just wanted to point that out since, you know, it kind of flashed over my screen. And then obviously we got a perfect spot for you furfuru fans. If you do have a furfuru on your team, you can go to these different vendors that basically cut your dog up and have them look sharp. So listen, for all y'all furfuru people, y'all eating. Not my type of thing, but y'all eat. I really did love this feature in Legends Arceus. The fact that you can just have your Pokemon out there kind of chilling. But right here, now they actually look like they're actually chilling, just relaxing. You got Crocorock again showing, why I call him Crocodile? Crocodile again showing another Crocodile. Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I heard secretly that there might be a few more mons that they could bring to the whole mega trade. I hope Crocodile's one of them, because I ain't gonna lie, Crocodile's cool as hell. And then obviously got Roserade, but we ain't here for that. We ain't here for that. But the fact that they kind of just chilling, relaxing, I do like how this looks. Like you got the Slowbro over here, mouth wide open, just chilling. The Goomy just relaxing. The Cario sitting down, leg kicked up. They put a little bit of thought into these animations. So I'm actually interested in seeing the different animations of the Pokemon just chilling. Do they interact with each other? Do they play around with each other? Like, do they come up and try to talk to the trainer? Like, this is pretty cool. I like this. And here she is. We definitely seen her in the cover art, obviously. This is Emma. If y'all don't know who Emma is, she was part of, I forgot the name of the episode, but it's the liquor episode at the end of X and Y where you meet up with her. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Y'all might want to go check that out. If you don't want to go check it out, then just go watch the videos on YouTube. I'm sure somebody got a playthrough of it. But grown up Emma, we don't know of her age different or how much older she is. But I would not be surprised if, like I said, she has a Mega Meowstic or just the Esper she had evolved to a Meowstic. So I'm really interested in seeing how her story pans out. But she does look like she is the leader of whatever this thing is that Looker was basically the lookout for. He was the guy. He was the go-to. And obviously, if you can kind of see a little bit in this picture here, you got the Esper that was her mind that she took care of. So yeah. Now this screenshot interests me. Alpha Pokemon are in this game. I'm excited. I'm excited to have alphas again. So that means you can go back to doing alpha shiny hunts. Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be cool, man. So I can't wait to actually do this part of the mission. So what I'm thinking you'll have to do here is, if you look at this next part of the screenshot, Lil Chucky said, I've been waiting for it to go somewhere else, but it hasn't budged one bit. Watch how I want to scrap. He said, bro, you want to get up here? You gonna have to throw them hands, look up. Like, he don't want to throw hands. He ain't got mom to throw hands for him. So, you know, he gonna look to me like, brother, you can help me. I ain't got no pocket change. I don't want my pockets ran. Can you help a brother out? And that's what this here for. But that taxi is really there to take him home every time he get his ass whooped. He go out there and try it again. That's really why it's there. But I can't wait to be able to get into stuff like this, because I think it's gonna add more immersion to the game. It's like, you can do the stuff and get rewarded for it because there's probably something hidden up there. It's probably mons that you can't get to unless you beat this watch hard. It is probably, this is also probably a way to kind of like level cap you, right? So like, let's say the watch hog is like level 20 and you just have a team of, I don't know, level 7s and 8s on your team. You're not taking down that watch hog. He probably gonna stomp you. Like, you probably not taking him down yet. So it's probably like a way to kind of like gatekeep you. But if you can take it down, like, I guess they reward you, like, okay, man, you did your thing, go ahead and get you some stronger mons or whatever the case, or there's some hidden items up there. I'm really interested in seeing how many different little missions or tasks like this you have to beat a alpha mon in order to go here or go through the sewer or go to this store or whatever the case may be. Imagine a alpha Snorlax blocking a donut store. You gotta beat the Snorlax in order to get the donut. That'd be hilarious, bro. And then obviously in this screenshot, You see the lady in green hair in front of the shop. She want to get rid of the Trubbish, obviously in front of the store because it's probably scaring people away. They ain't getting no business. And then if you see here, it look like he's leading the Trubbish over there to a pack of trash cans. And there's that. Now, this was interesting. Mabel. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Mabel or not. I'll probably put a picture up here for y'all so y'all can see who that is. Mabel was a part of Team Flare. If y'all look back there on her PC gaming chair, that is the Team Flare symbol. Now, the only difference is she turned it blue. So she's still rocking with Team Flare a bit, but at the same time, you know, she's just not, I guess. I don't really know her story. Maybe she's secretly trying to bring them back. Maybe there's like some secret organization with Team Flare slowly coming back to rise. Who knows how all this is gonna work, but I'm really interested in seeing her story and how she plays out, as she is the acting director of Pokemon Research Lab. So I'm interested in seeing, she's probably gonna be the one that we get the Pokédex from, and we're gonna have to catch bonds and report it to her and stuff like that. So I'm interested in seeing how that story kind of folds. So here, as you can see, and it stated that if you help her by catching mons, certain mons, as you level up, you get different rewards for doing said mission. So as you can see right here, she went from, I could be reading this wrong, you go from level 1 through 8, obviously, because that's, you know, sequential order going up. So was level 1 through 7, so she got all those moves already. So right now she's level 8, so obviously it doesn't show anything on how she can get to a level 9 for Shadow Claw. But you look at the top right, you see like a little wheel here that shows the level, and her current next level is 800 points. She get 800 more points depending on how much points you get per task she wants you to do. It's only going to take her 800 more points to get this Shadow Claw at level 9. As you can see, level 10 is Experience Candy, level 11 is Light Screen, and level 12 is Giga Drain. So I don't know how hard it is to get these level ups, if it takes a long time, because level 12 could be mid to late game. We don't know. We gotta judge it, because having these Thunderfang, Firefang, Ice early game is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. So to be able to get a Giga Drain at level 12, I'm not sure if that's a mid or late game. So I guess we'll have to see as you level up and progress how much points you actually need to get to the next level. Going on to this next screen, we got to pause on my boy Slowbro for all my Pokemon Unite fans out there. Y'all know how we get down with the bro, you know what I'm saying? The pink in the right corner that we saw in the other Pokemon Legends ZA video is actually these rogue mega Pokemon. Now, as I stated earlier in the video, I was gonna get back to how we're gonna get the Mega Mawilite. Is it Mega Mawilite? Say that 10 times fast, bro. Jesus. How we're gonna get the Mega Mawilite basically by battling these rogue Mega Pokemon. That's actually pretty cool. I like that idea. Like, this game, because it's so different and it actually really wants you to get the whole grasp of this whole action RPG style. I love the fact that they're letting you actually use the different styles, so you don't actually have to do any of this if you don't want to. But if you want that Mega Stone from that Slowbro, oh, you gotta run the set with the Slowbro. Like, you gonna have to. Like, if it forces you without forcing you to actually use the move sets, to actually use the different mons, to actually strategize. I actually like this a lot. This is pretty cool, and I really can't wait to be able to jump into this. So that's pretty much where Emma comes in. She basically is the one that's saying, hey, we got a problem, we got to solve it. We got to do something about this. So that's pretty much where we come into play, where we're doing the whole thing, trying to help out with the road megas. And as you can see here, it's almost in the style that Scarlet and Violet had it with the terrestrialization battles, where the mons look a little bigger, they had the little crown crap on the head or whatever, and you got your mons fighting them. Now, how strong are these rogue mons? As you can see here, we got Dragonite, which, by the way, they kind of gave that away with the Dragonite. I can't believe I didn't pay attention to that when I watched this trailer the first time. I did not see that he had the Dragonite. Yeah, it's probably gonna be called Dragonite. Just get over it. Just deal with it. I did not pay that no attention. I was just watching. Everything was going by so fast. But this Dragonite is 58, this T-Tar is 59, which also makes me happy, right? Because most Pokemon games, they don't get that high unless you're going against like Elite Four, right? I don't know how close to end game this is, but I'm just hoping that this is like not close to end game, but it's like past mid, but like not close to end game. So that lets me know that, oh shoot, bro, we probably gonna be playing this till our moms are probably dang near 80 or 90 or heck, even 100. So that'll be pretty cool if that was a thing. But obviously, as you can see here, you got Mega Road T-Tar attacking the Dragonite. He used one of his moves, look like, I'm assuming that's Bulldoze. It could be Earthquake. No, actually, that's probably Stonage. It's probably Stonage. If that is Stonage, you would think that'll do a little bit more damage to that Dragonite. As you can see here, Crocodile uses Crunch. I can't really make out to what that says right there because it's like very fainted, but it's like it's saying it's not very affected on Crocodile. So I'm assuming that would have been the Stone Edge that probably hit him a little bit, but it did affect that Dragonite. As you can see, the trainer is moving out. So I'm not sure if the trainer moving out caused Dragonite to not take damage, or I mean, because just by the look of this, it looked like Dragonite is still in there. Let me actually rewind it back, see if they actually show Dragonite taking damage.
Pokemon can't contain their own.
Okay, my bad. I didn't let the video play. I'm talking to let the video play, Stacks. Yes, it was very super effective to Dragonite. He did get hit by the Stone Edge, so it did a decent amount. Actually, this Dragonite is pretty bulky. It did a decent amount, but it still lived the Stone Edge from a Mega T-Tar. A regular Dragonite. Dragonite use Outrage. Okay, as you can see the moves, and you got Dragonite getting confused. So Dragonite used Outrage, then he got confused. Crocodile used Crunch. So let me actually see the animation to Outrage. Okay, he went crazy, and then now he's confused. I wonder how confusion actually affects the mons in the game. Does it have them kind of like walking around all crazy like? Can they just not do a move? If they do a move, does it make them hit themselves? I'm really interested in seeing how that all works. And then the moment of truth, what we've all been waiting for. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Dragonite has a Mega, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. He looked mad goofy. He does. My first reaction to that was this. Seriously. But he looked mad goofy. But I don't care, it's Dragonite. He deserves this shine. He needed to get his Mega reveal by himself. The OG Dragon that has been scrapped from getting anything for so many years finally gets some love and gets a Mega. Yo, bravo to Dragonite to finally getting some love, even though he's already had love. The guy's a monster. Like, who don't love Dragonite, right? But he's about to be even more of a powerhouse. I cannot wait. I'm not gonna lie, this guy, you already know he's going on my team. He's going on my team regardless, bro. I don't care how long it takes for him to level up. He's going on my team. There's Scrafty and the Starmie. They kind of showing off the next few Megas. So in this screenshot, it kind of confused me and kind of got me wondering. They're showing all three of the elemental monkeys. Is this a guy basically saying, hey, you can choose one of these three elemental monkeys, but you can only have one? Is this what this is? Is this one of those things where you kind of just pick one? I'm not gonna lie, out of the three, the grass one's always been my favorite one. Like he just looked the coolest to me. The fire one was the water one was like not, but the grass one's always been my favorite three. So I'm definitely picking the grass one no matter what. Now this screenshot here got me interested. In one of the videos that they showed a while back, you seen a Kangaskhan attacking a bunch of Trubbish and a Garbodor. Is this confirming that we're gonna be able to fight 5+ Pokemon at a time? Because if that's the case, that's gonna help tremendously with shiny hunting. So I'm all for this. I really believe this game is gonna be a super fun game to shiny hunt in. Y'all might actually get your boy to come back into the shiny hunting thing. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I tried it a little bit in Scarlet and Violet. I ain't really like it as much, but this one right here, this one might be the one to actually get me into shiny. I don't know, y'all might be able to talk me up on it. Y'all let me know. And obviously you got the trainer and a Zygarde cell just chilling up there on top. The Zygarde cell being extra like suspicious or whatever, I don't know. I'm wondering if the Zygarde cells is gonna be like a find and go keep kind of thing where you gotta collect different Zygarde cells to help the 10%, because what I'm thinking is 10% Zygarde is like he's just roaming around. You find these different Zygarde cells, you put them in a cube, Zygarde reacts to the cells and he transforms to the 50%, then he transforms to the 100%, and then he transforms to the 200%. Or hell, he might even transform over 9,000. I'm joking. I know that was a bad DBZ joke. Listen, I'm trying. Like button, please. And then obviously here, if you go ahead and pre-order, you get an early purchase bonus of Routes Holton the Gardevoir. And then also you get, for the digital version, you get to 100 Pokeballs. So with that being said, guys, there it is. I'm super excited for this game now. Can't wait. they're probably gonna give us maybe one more direct before the game comes out, and they may show us the starter evolution plus their megas. Who knows? We can't wait to see it. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. Until then, it's your boy Stacks, and we out. Peace.